Jujutsu Kaisen by Gege Akutami is one of the biggest shonen in anime and manga today, with over 70 million manga copies sold, an award-winning anime adaptation with a season 2 confirmed, and even a film with a full theatric release. Simply put, Jujutsu Kaisen has taken anime fans by storm, and it's represented in its lively and dedicated fanbase. But let's take a look behind this behemoth of a series and focus on Gege Chad's first manga. Akutami actually released numerous one-shots before his first Jujutsu Kaisen manga in 2017. In fact, he released a one-shot in 2014, 2015, and 2016 leading up to it. The first one from 2014 is called Kamishiro Sosa. Now, this manga is about kami. No, not that kami. Kami as in gods, deities, or even spirits. Considering how huge cursed spirits are in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's very possible that this is where that concept started. Anyways, this one-shot is about Ganji and Suzu, officers of the God Weapon Control Division. I mean, come on, how awesome does God Weapon sound?
This feels awesome. This feels fantastic.
They're both kami, defined in the story as people with single-skilled talent. And by talent, they don't mean juggling at the school talent show, they mean having complete control over one single thing and summoning their unique god weapon. Now, one of the things I like the most about Jujutsu Kaisen is its power system. Akutami actually put a lot of effort into fleshing it out with various rules and techniques, and we see this even in this early one-shot. God weapons have conditions that need to be met in order to be summoned. Oh, and like how only curses can exorcise other curses, only God weapons can break other God weapons. One character even has a God weapon that includes a giant lid that he uses to seal off an island. Yeah, I'm not shitting you. And how it looks is very reminiscent of domain expansion, so that's another aspect that may have carried into JJK. However, even on its own, this is a pretty good one-shot. While the art isn't anything mind-blowing, it is pretty decent on all fronts, whether it's the paneling or how motion is conveyed. The biggest strength of this manga though is the writing. While most of the story is pretty straightforward, Akutami is still able to set the foundations for a power system and even throw in some surprising plot twists and reveals. I won't say what they are, but some of the info I've stated earlier shouldn't be taken at face value. All in all, if I had to rate this manga, it would be a solid 7 out of 10. Now, in 2015, Akutami released another one-shot, number 9. Right out the gate, the MC is a spitting image of Yuji. They even got the same neck accessory thing going on. What is that even called? If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, immediately when reading this manga, I noticed how much Akutami improved his art in just a single year, and it's pretty impressive. Things like the line art, shading, and paneling are all better than in his last one-shot. When it comes to the story, number 9 follows a character called Number 9, like that one animated film, who uses his powers to try to achieve world peace. It continues Akutami's use of the supernatural or spiritual in his power system. In number 9, it is called Eri, which is based on the balance of the back and front, or how there are two sides of everything, such as life and death, and create and destroy. Eri is the other side of humans. There's actually 2 one-shots for number 9, which, if it's 2, is it technically still a one-shot? Anyways, one is about 9 helping a girl whose house is getting extorted by a superpowered thug, and another is about him helping a girl whose grandpa was killed. In my opinion, number 9 is a significant improvement in Akutami's work. The writing is better, and you see this in things like 9's world peace ideal, which isn't as one-dimensional or corny as you would expect. 9's view on world peace is actually fairly nuanced and interesting. The power system is also much more complex and varied than in Kamishiro Sosa, which makes these fights way more interesting. The Eri, being these invisible counterparts for humans, really starts to resemble Jujutsu Kaisen's cursed spirits, both in design and writing. It should also be noted that both manga so far have the MCs working in an organization, like how Yuji is affiliated with Jujutsu High. I would also give these one-shots a 7 out of 10, but they're super close to being 8 out of 10s, way closer than Kamishiro Sosa in my opinion. Akutami's final one-shot before Jujutsu Kaisen was Nikai Bongai Barabarujura? I have no idea how to pronounce this, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. But who cares about that, because this manga has kaijus, bro. Who doesn't love kaijus? Now the MC of this manga is Kento Noroma, a teenage fighter in a world where weapons are banned. He then meets Nodoka, the pilot of a kaiju named Mask Man. Mask Man? Masked Man, is that you? She then explains that wars are now fought with kaijus instead, as well as how piloting them works. Now, Noroma's design is pretty damn similar to Gojo, and they're both set up as these extremely strong, genius-level talents in their fields. But you also see how similar he is to Yuji in that there's an emphasis on his physical strength and kind heart. So there's still some interesting parallels to draw from this one-shot. Overall though, this is a pretty fun read. I don't think it's as good as the other one-shots as the writing isn't as sharp as number 9 and there isn't a fleshed out power system, but you do get to see kaijus getting drop kicked and suplexed. I mean, come on, you can't hate on that. And the kaiju designs are pretty dope. So with that, I would give this a 6 out of 10 or above average in terms of rating. And that's all for Akutami's manga before Jujutsu Kaisen. If you're a fan of JJK, I would recommend y'all to check out his early works as you really see how they eventually develop into his biggest hit. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Like and subscribe if you like this video or I'm gonna trap you in my domain